Hello everyone, I've got a little video for you today which focuses on the muscles of our upper body. So we're talking about our upper core muscles, our chest muscles and our upper back muscles as well. So quite a nice one if you're feeling particularly tight or stiff in the upper body, which I know a lot of us are just now. Because not only are we going to do some nice stretches, we'll also do some strengthening work as well, which will be quite nice. We're going to do a mixture of standing and on the mat as well in some different alignments. So we'll get started in standing alignment, which I know we do in every class, but it's just a lovely way to reset your alignment, really lengthen out through the spine. So always start in standing. So feet and knees hip width apart, your knees are staying nice and soft, and we'll get the pelvis into neutral. So tipping back and forth, making that move smaller and smaller, settling round about the middle. So neutral pelvis, and then keeping your abdominals in slightly as you relax your arms down by your sides. Let's inhale and really shrug the shoulders right up towards your ears. Now imagine you've got your helium balloons tied on now, one on each ear. And as you exhale, melt your shoulders down and let your spine lengthen. So lengthen your spine into the back of your neck as well. Let's lift the rib cage as well this time. So big inhale, lift your ribs up too. Okay, so keeping your ribs lifted. Let's exhale as we melt the shoulders back down. So ribs are staying lifted and lengthening into the spine. Good. Let's bring the shoulders up just one last time, right up and towards the ears. And then turn your palms out now to face the front. So think about opening outwards, rotating outwards from your shoulder joints. Good to keep your ribs lifted, and then melt your shoulders back down and just feel your shoulder blades just sliding right down your back, and feel them flattening now against your rib cage. And elastoplast them into place now so they don't move. An imaginary elastoplast on the shoulder blades. So you're taking your arms by your sides, but your shoulder blades are still sitting flat against the rib cage. Good, so we're in alignment now. We'll take it into the corkscrew. So let's inhale as we float your arms up. Exhale to melt your shoulders. Good, inhale. And then exhale as you pull your arms down, lengthen into your spine, into the back of your neck, tucking in your chin slightly, just to help with that. We'll keep that going. So inhale, floating the arms up. Exhale to melt your shoulders, a bit close to my wall there. Inhale, exhale, pulling the arms down, add in some resistance. So let your shoulders melt down, feel that stretch right across the chest. We'll keep that going. So really actively lengthening these muscles. Focus on your upper body. So let your chest open up, your shoulders melt down, chin tucked in, lengthen your neck. Lovely. Just shake out now. Okay, so we're going to make our way down onto the mat now. So let you get yourself down. I'm going to just move my camera, and hopefully the lighting is behaving this morning. So just give me a second to get set up so you can see me. And I'll join you for these moves today. So just taking it down onto your back, we're going to get into our alignment. So we're going to keep the legs bent, and just imagine that you're lying on that nice hot sand. I'm going to move myself a bit closer. So lying on that nice hot sand when you get down, and just let your body just melt down into that sand. Okay, so feeling the back of your ribs really soften, and just try to really flatten the back of your rib cage and melt it into the sand. Your chin is staying tucked in. Okay, just extra length into the back of your neck here. And we'll get your pelvis into neutral, so tip in back and forth and just settling round about the middle. So you're not pressing down too much through your lower back. And both of your hips are feeling nice and even. And your legs are bent, and we're just going to keep your weight evenly spread into all four corners of each foot. Okay, so we're going to take it straight into some arm moves. So we're going to bring both arms up now. So your fingers are pointed up towards the ceiling. Your palms are turned in to face each other. And then just feel your shoulder blades really pull down and flatten into the sand. We're going to try to keep the shoulder blades down as we take it into these arm moves. and your elbows are just slightly softened. Okay, so from here, let's inhale into the sides of the rib cage. Exhale and lace your corset, so pull across your ribs, abdominals down, pull across your hip bones, and we're going to float the arms back overhead. So both arms are travelling behind the body now. And just focus on your alignment. Try to keep the back of your ribs down here and your shoulder blades. Good. Inhale again when you're ready, into the sides of the ribs. Exhale and lace your corset. Really pull your ribs towards each other. Relax your arms now as you slowly float them back up. So real emphasis here on working our intercostal muscles, our muscles that run in between our ribs. From here, let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset, and we'll take your arms out to the side this time. So arms are opening up like a book, travelling away from each other. Okay, just keeping the back of your ribs in place again. Good, let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset, pull your ribs in towards each other. Relax your arms as you slowly float them back up. So nice, heavy, floaty arms. We're going to keep that going, so alternating, taking them behind and then out to the side, just in your own time here. And the further your arms travel, the more you'll feel that your ribs want to lift, your back will want to arch. So you're using your upper core muscles now, really pressing your upper body down into that sand. And keeping your arms nice and heavy. Your chin is also tucked in here. Really thinking about lengthening your neck. And maybe noticing a difference with each move. Does it feel slightly different, taking the arms overhead than it does out to the side? Just using your muscles slightly differently. Good, and just lacing your corset in between each of your movements, getting the most out of your move. Just making sure your core muscles are fully laced up before we start to move the arms. Good, so your shoulders are staying nice and heavy, elbows are staying soft. Okay, let's make this your last one now. Really pull in your ribs right in towards your sternum, right into the middle of the body. Lovely, guys. Bring your arms back down by your sides. Give your fingers a little wiggle if you need to. Just letting the blood flow back into your hands. Okay, good. So from here, we're going to take it into our Z stretch. So we're going to bring your arms out wide in line with your shoulders, with your palms facing up. If you don't have quite enough room beside you, like I don't, just bend your elbows here. That'll give you the same stretch. And then we'll cross your right leg over your left, or just bring your feet and knees together. And then we're going to gently take both knees over to your left hand side. And as your knees travel over, just turn your head over to your right hand. And try to pull your shoulder blades back against the floor, especially that right shoulder blade. So you want to keep this right shoulder blade flat against the floor, so we're really getting a nice stretch right across your chest muscles here, down the side of your back, lower back into your hip. And just relax into it, take some nice deep breaths here. Really let your hips soften, your knees might just sink a bit closer. Keep pulling back on that shoulder blade. Nice little neck stretch as well, maybe getting your head a little bit further round. Lovely. So keep your lower back pressed down into the floor as you gently push your knees back up to the middle. And we'll uncross the legs. Let's switch over now, left over right. And then in your own time, let's take your knees gently over to your right hand side, and then turning your head over to your left hand now. Good, pulling back on your left shoulder blade in particular. And just feeling that stretch right across these big pectoral muscles in your chest. Let your hips soften again. Let your thighs relax. It's quite important to breathe while we're stretching, so taking some nice deep breaths. Good, let's press down through your lower back now and gently push back up to the middle. Good, let's uncross the legs now. So we're going to move on to your side now in side lion. So just moving on to any side, we're going to do some stretches here. So we're going to bend the knees slightly. So knees are in front of the body, your hips are stacked, knees and ankles are all stacked on top of each other as well. And we're going to bring both arms straight down in front of us like this with your palms together. So we're going to be taking it into our open book stretch when we take the arms behind. So if you don't have enough room like me, alternatively you can bring your hands behind you, behind your head, and just clasp your hands together, and then we can open up the elbows instead. It'll give you this exact same stretch. So the choice is yours, either arms out straight or just bring in your elbows in front. Okay, so we're going to keep your hips facing forward, and then when you're ready, just open up your top arm and just let your arms sweep over your upper body in a semicircle. Let your head follow your hands all the way back and just hold it in that stretch. And you'll feel that nice stretch right across your chest muscles again. And then we'll close your arm or your elbow back over. Okay, so let's keep that going now. So if you're using the arm, then try to keep your arm in line with your shoulders. So as you take your arm back, try to not lift it up too high or take it down too low. Try to keep a nice straight line with the shoulders and your arm. Okay, good. And you might just feel that your elbow or your arm gets a little bit further back each time. Okay, we'll do one more. Okay, lovely guys. So this time we're going to try to draw a circle around our head on the floor. So again, if you don't have enough room, you can do this with the elbows and just think about drawing a circle with your elbows instead. Or we can do this with a straight arm again. So the choice is yours. I'm just trying to give you modifications if you're restricted with your space. Okay, so clasping the arms together or the elbows. And then when you're ready, let's lift this top arm. And just try to keep your hand as close to the floor as you can, or your elbow. And then we're going to trace a circle around your head now, as close to the floor as you can. Good, and then sweeping up and over the body back to your starting point. And we'll keep that going now. So you want to keep your arm quite straight here. You can just have a slight soften into your elbow. And if you're just using the elbows like I am, you're just trying to take your elbows out as wide as you can. Okay, and if you're using the arms, you can really try to touch the floor. You can also let your hips rock a bit more here, let your head follow your hands all the way back, and then sweeping up and over your legs. But obviously I'm just a bit restricted for space where I'm filming this morning. I'm just going to use the elbows. Good. Let's do one more. Really nice one to get right into the front of your chest, but also into the back of the shoulders as well, that one. Okay guys, we're going to make it round onto your other side. Just let you get yourself switched over. Good, and we'll just bend in the legs, bend in the knees, stacking your hips, knees and ankles. Your feet are still under your hips here. Good, and we'll start with our open book stretch, so both arms coming in front, your palms together, or we'll take your hands behind your head if you need to, like myself. Okay, so keeping your hips facing forward this time, let's start to open up this top arm. Just let it sweep it up and over your body, take your head back, hold it in that stretch, and then we'll close back over. And we'll just keep that going now, maybe getting a little bit further back each time. Okay, we'll do one more. Okay, lovely guys. So let's take it into our circle now. So either using the elbows or your straight arm. And then just imagine that you've got a piece of chalk in your hands or on your elbow, just trying to draw as big a circle as you can around your head. You can let your hips move a bit more, so you can try to really get your arm all the way back at this point, really open up your chest. Okay, or just using your arm. You can try to keep your hand as close to the floor as you can. And then when you're bringing the arm forward, really try to reach forward so you're getting a really nice stretch in the back of the shoulders. Good. We'll do one more. Okay, lovely guys. And then relax in there. So we're going to take it up onto the hands and knees now. So just making your way up onto your side. We're going to come into 4 points, so onto the hands and knees. We're going to do our cat and cow stretch here. Okay, so hopefully you can see me okay. So your knees are coming straight under your hips here, and your hands are coming under your shoulders, but they're slightly wider than shoulder width apart. And now just slide your shoulder blades away from your ears, a nice long neck, and then let your tummy muscles just relax down now. Just feel your lower back begin to dip. And then lift your head up in front of you, keep your shoulders relaxed and get a nice stretch into the middle of your back here, a little bit into the shoulders. Good, and then pull your belly button up into your spine. And now take your head all the way down, tuck your chin right into your collarbone and really round out through the back of your shoulders and up into your back. So some lovely flexion here into the spine. We'll keep that going, so relax in the tummy muscles again, just let your abdominals sink down to the floor, lift your head, elbows soft, shoulders relaxed, feel that stretch. Good, and then belly button pulled up. Let's take it into your cat stretch, really arching up through your back and take your chin right down to your collarbone here. Let's do one more of each, just in your own time now. Don't forget to breathe. Nice deep inhales and exhales. Maybe just arching up a bit more. Lovely guys. And then relax there. We're going to take it into prone alignment, just one last exercise now. So right down onto your front. I'm just going to talk you through this one. It's difficult for me to talk and do prone with my head down onto the floor. So I'll let you make your way down. So we're lying straight down onto your front now. And just taking your foreheads onto the edge of your pillow. We'll keep your feet hip width apart. And we're going to bring your arms in a W position. So palms on the floor either side of your head. And just sliding your hands out wide enough so your shoulder blades can feel nice and relaxed. And just let them melt down your back towards your back pockets. So nice long neck here. And we're going to pull up away from our imaginary ice cube. So pull your belly button up into your spine. You'll feel your lower back lifting here, getting your spine back into neutral. Okay, so we're going to do just some upper body lifts now. So we're going to lift both arms up together away from the floor. You can also lift your head and chest here with this one if you want to. Just lift the arms on their own though if your back isn't feeling quite up to lifting the head and chest. So just take it whatever suits you in your back. Okay, so let's inhale to prepare. Exhale, lifting both arms, both hands, your head and chest if you want to, but keeping your chin tucked in. Good, and then inhale to slowly lower down with control. And we'll keep that going. So exhale to lift arms, head and chest maybe as well. Inhale and lower down, keep pulling away from that ice cube. And we'll just keep that going now. So really getting some strengthening work going on here in your back, more specifically your middle and upper back. So you want to really keep your shoulder blades relaxed down here. Think about lengthening through your neck. So as you lift your head and chest, if you're lifting the head and chest, keep your chin tucked down to your collarbone so that you're not taking your head back and extending through your neck. So just thinking about our alignment. Your neck should be nice and relaxed as you lift. It's all about these back muscles here. Good, nice strong core, belly button right in. Lovely guys. Make that your last one now. Just relax down, have a breather there. Okay, so we're now going to bring your arms right down by your sides with your palms turned in to face your trousers. everyone's favourite move. Probably the most challenging one that we do, but so effective. So we're going to really work on targeting our muscles now in behind our shoulders into our rhomboids. Our rhomboids are our elastoplast muscles. So these muscles actually hold our shoulder blades flat against our back, or they should hold our shoulder blades flat against our back. But if they're weak, it can cause our shoulders to hunch forward. So we're going to try to strengthen these muscles now. So palms are turned in to face your trousers, your arms are nice and straight. We're going to pull up away from your ice cube again, and then lift your hands up slightly now so they're not resting on the floor. Let's inhale to prepare. As you exhale, slide your hands down the sides of your trousers and lengthen your spine, lengthen your neck. Let's squeeze your shoulder blades back together now, and then slide them down your back, right towards your back pockets. So you're going to feel your muscles kicking in now and behind your shoulders. Hold this position, keep breathing. Try to keep your shoulders lifted away from the floor. And relax down there, guys. Good, just take a breather, let your shoulders relax forward. We're going to do that one again. So turning the palms in. Let's pull up away from your ice cube. Lift your hands up slightly. Inhale. Exhale. Slide your hands down. Lengthen your spine. Squeeze the shoulder blades back together now. Slide them all the way down your back. Keep breathing. I want you to imagine a tug of war between the top and bottom of your spine. The crown of your head and your tailbone is pulling away from each other. Keep your shoulders lifted here. And relax down there. Good. Just have another little breather. This is hard work, this move. You'll be feeling that heat into your upper back definitely with this one. Welcoming that heat there. That should feel quite good if you've been feeling quite stiff in your upper back and your shoulders. We're going to do one last move. We're going to finish off nice and strong. So palms turned in again. Let's pull up away from your ice cube. Lift your hands up slightly. Inhale. Exhale. Slide your hands down. Lengthen your spine. Pressing the shoulder blades back together. Squeezing them together. Sliding them all the way down your back. I want you to imagine that you're pinching a pencil in between your shoulder blades. Lift your shoulders up a teeny bit more. Slide your hands down a bit further. You're making a lovely strong arrow shape with your spine. Breathe. A few more seconds. Good. And relax down there. Well done. So take your time. I'll let you roll onto your side. And then we'll bring it up onto your hands and knees. And we're going to take it into child pose and have a well-deserved stretch for your back now. So just taking your bum right back onto your ankles, and we'll take your arms out, your head down. So just find a comfortable position in this stretch. You can use your pillow if you want to. Your knees can be together. So if your knees are together, you might feel more of a stretch in your lower back. But if your knees are a bit further apart and your toes are staying together, you'll probably feel more of a stretch in your mid and upper back. So just finding what feels good. You can do a mix of the two. So you might want to really straighten the arms out and sort of just slide your fingers a bit further forward onto your mat, and then just keep pressing your bum right back onto your ankles. So we're getting a really nice stretch right down the side of your back and into the back of the shoulders with that one. Good, and then maybe bringing your forearms down onto the mat. And then really tuck your chin down to your collarbone. So chin to your collarbone, and then just let your forehead slide along your mat as you press back into your ankles. Really nice stretch right in along your spine with that one. Good, and then just take your arms out straight again. Keep your head down and then lift. Spread your fingers out wide and then lift up onto your fingertips. So nice long arms here, and you'll feel a nice stretch right in the back of your shoulders. Good, let's take your palms back down, and then we'll just relax into that stretch for a few more seconds. And just take some nice deep breaths here. deep belly breaths, so sending your breath towards your belly button. Just feel your diaphragm expand downwards, relaxing your tummy muscles. Let that breath fill you up like a wave from the bottom to the top. And then as you exhale, just let all your muscles soften and relax a bit more in your back. And then maybe we finish off in classic child pose. If this is comfortable for you, we can bring your arms down by your sides and then turn your palms up to face the sky. And then just let your shoulders really relax forward with this one. You'll feel a really nice stretch in the upper part of your back into those rhomboids that we just worked really well. Relax your jaw and your neck. Just take some deep breaths, and as you exhale, just let your body sink a bit deeper towards the ground. Okay, lovely guys, we're going to bring it back onto the hands and knees and just make our way back up to standing. Just take your time, tuck in your toes under, use your hands to push back onto your ankles and just slowly roll yourself up. Get a nice stretch as you come up now, so just keep your head in your hands, relax down as you slowly uncurl your spine. Let your head come up last there. Okay, so we're back up onto your feet, hopefully feeling a bit looser than you were when we first started. So I'm just going to do some shoulder rolls here. So arms by your sides, and let's start to circle the shoulders in one direction, lifting up to your ears, squeezing the shoulder blades back. Okay, good, and then we'll just take it round in the other direction now. Okay, good, we're going to finish off with a few arm circles. We'll do one arm on its own, so keep your upper body facing straight ahead. Try to not let your chest and upper body twist round. We're going to take one arm and just do some big arm circles. So you want to try and reach your arm as far back as you can, but without twisting your upper body round. Elbows a bit soft. Really reaching up towards the ceiling, opening up through the chest. We'll do one more. Okay, lovely. And then we'll switch over now. Let's lift the other arm up, reaching all the way back. Okay, so just double check that your upper body isn't twisting round here. Keep your chest facing to the front. So it's all about your shoulder, it's all about your chest. Maybe getting a few clunks. Let's do one more. Lovely guys, just shake it out. So let's get into alignment to finish off. Knees are nice and soft. Let's get the pelvis into neutral again. Relaxing round about the middle. Tummy muscles in. We'll take your arms down by your sides. Let's inhale, shrug the shoulders up, helium balloons on, one on each ear. And as you exhale, melt your shoulders down, lengthen your spine, and also just retracting your chin, just getting that bit of extra length into your neck. I'll lift your rib cage as well now. Big inhale to lift, your ribs are staying lifted. And then exhale as you melt the shoulders, lengthen your spine, lengthen your neck. Bringing your shoulders up one last time. And then turning your palms out now to face the front. So this should feel easier to now rotate outwards from your shoulders, your shoulder joints after our stretches. And keep your ribs lifted. And then feel your shoulder blades just melting down your back and flattening against your rib cage. And then stick your elastoplast on them now so they don't move. Relaxing your arms down by your sides. Good, and lastly, just thinking about keeping your weight spread evenly into all four corners of each foot so that you feel balanced, you feel centered, and you feel grounded. That's great, guys. Well done. Nice little class tonight, just focusing on your upper body. I really hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to do another stretch and a bit of relax video as well next week for you. I did upload a stretch video but I didn't find that it was a very relaxing video. Maybe you felt it was, but I thought I could do a little bit of a relax video for you and also do some different stretches that I didn't do in that video. So I'm going to have that one coming for you next week. And as always, your feedback is always welcomed, and I hope you have a lovely week, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you. Bye.